Good morning, Rebels. Can you believe I actually recorded this yesterday, and I did it after we had finished the day, and I looked like complete horse crap, and so I'm trying to be G-rated here, PG-rated, and so I'm re-recording it today. So the days changed. Today it will be 53 days since we have been closed, and this is just insane, to say the least. I've got a couple texts, we all do, how are we doing? And I just wanted to let everybody know that we are fine, that probably we're the same as everybody else. We have cabin fever, motivation to train is low. This is not a vacation. As a small business owner, I appreciate people thinking that when we don't have athletes in the box from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., that Ed and I are laying on the beach. And I think we've been on the beach twice. Actually, we haven't been on the beach at all. We've been like out in the sun twice in 53 days purposefully. It's just different when you're a small business owner and your employees rely on you. I've never been in this position. I know we've been here for 10 years, but this is the first time I've felt this stress that, like, holy shit, what's going on? Okay, there goes the PG. Now we're at R. How is this all going to play out? And Ed is, we have two separate roles, Ed and I do more of the operations. He does more of the finance and the books. And so I rely on him, and he is just steady Eddie. He's moving forward, and we're all staying positive. But everybody here is fine. We all have our blips of days, but just want to let you know that. So as far as news for opening, I am displeased to report that we continue to be excluded, the word gym, from what is going on now. The best I can tell you is initially we were in phase 1, and then we were pulled out of phase 1, hoping that we would open in the middle of phase 1 at some point, and now we're not even being spoken of. We did receive a lovely letter from the Department of, again, this is Ed's bag, something that governs us, that sent the executive order out the first time that said you have to close to remind us that we're to remain closed. We received that yesterday, so happy day. I contacted a few people that I trust yesterday because this seemed unfair, but we also wanted to let you know that there is and I'm going to meet this person someday because I'm proud of what they did. There's a CrossFit gym in Melbourne, Florida that lobbied the mayor, the chief of police, and the sheriff, and pled his case that they could set up with very specific social distancing, that fitness, communal fitness like we do with people in groups, and exercise and all of the things that come with that is critical to the health of his community. And in actuality, social distancing and isolating people suppresses the immune system. And he won, and he's open. And so I'm a little miffed that the state's not working as a unit or even like counties sharing information. I'm happy that he's open, and God bless him. We are also tracking the Amped Fitness, which is more of a traditional gym, but they have been very vocal on social media and on the news where they have tried to open and were met with resistance and threats that they cannot. I'm just proud that they're using their voice, like the salon industry is also doing right now, also remaining closed. So I have drafted a letter from the governor. I'm going to reread it to the governor. I'm going to reread it, make sure it's all perfect, because it will be public record, but just pleading our case. I don't know what it'll do, but at least we're trying to do the more non-traditional things with our time right now. So that's the state of opening. We have absolutely no idea, and we don't even have a window of a week or 2 weeks, but we'll keep coming to you with information as we get it. I wanted to thank all of you for your just overall support. Many of you are still trying to pay your monthly dues, and the messages that we're putting out there are getting awkward because while we're still trying to put out the programming and we're still trying to make it interesting, even this week when we programmed for next week, we were all excited because we could possibly be in the box. And so the WODs look like WOD, 3 rounds for time with a row in it. One of them looks like Christine, and yeah, so this step down won't be as exciting as Christine unless you have a row or a barbell in a box, but we were legitimately jacked when we were able to program next week's WOD. So we're we're trying to continue to be supportive and there for you guys and put out good programming and fun stuff to read and in exchange for you not being here. We love seeing your faces. Instagram, Facebook posts are probably the most heartwarming things that we see. You guys videoing your WODs and posting the funny things. Those of you that have kids that are in them, we try to keep reposting them to our page because it's a blast. And it makes us feel good to know that you guys are still training, because that's the most important thing to us. And we see faces. We see some people who are homeschooling at about 2 o'clock every day. They not every day, but most days. They get stir crazy, and Sunnydale's not closed, so they'll make a drop in just to say hey. I have a couple of people that are helping us with a young lady who was on a track before COVID and is still going to college, but she has to take a Marine and a Navy physical fitness test, and we were in the middle of training when we closed, and so they're helping me pace her on runs. So I appreciate Mete and Josh. Thank you guys for coming and doing that and continuing to volunteer to do that, or take my text to ask you to do that. Thank you to those of you, who still use Sunnydale. I know all of our Postcard Mania friends, we see them every day because they run up and down the street with their new 400 and 800 meter tracks measured from their facility. I keep waiting for them to run in the door. But I love seeing y'all's faces and bodies when you come down the street. And there's some of you that use the permacones that are on the street, because between the 200 and the 800 meter cone is 400 meters. So it's smart. Like, you have a solid 400 meter track that you're doing sprints. So that's really cool. We just appreciate, I know like the fitness business is closed, but Sunnydale is not closed and the doors are open. They're open. We're normally here every day from about 6 or 7 a.m. all the way to 3, because the heat gets oppressive when you're like not really excited about painting and cleaning. I wanted to mention the Support Your Local Box fundraiser. A lot of you did it. That was CrossFit's fundraiser to help closed affiliates. It was 3 workouts long. I don't remember if they were called 20-something, but it was workout 1, 2, and 3. We logged in, and I did it, Ed did it, a lot of you did it. We logged in and posted our scores for the workouts that they posted those 3 weeks, and we posted them as well. And the way it worked, CrossFit headquarters gave the affiliate, so when I registered, I chose CrossFit Rebels as my affiliate, just like you do in the Open. And when so CrossFit knew how many people had signed up under us. It was $20, or it could be free, or you could donate more. But they gave us $18 for every $20 registration, and we raised over $1,500. It was like really exciting. I had no idea that many people supported us, so we felt truly blessed and supported. I will tell you that the leaderboard this year was something to behold. I couldn't figure it out. Normally we can create a special leaderboard for Rebels in the Open, so you can see like who's tracking based on age groups. And this time, like, all I got was the top 3 or the top 6 in every WOD. It didn't work the way, well, I couldn't figure it out. But it was cool to see like Haley and Chris were way up there all the time, and Courtney and Pete were up there, and I can't remember who else, but like all I could get were 6 names. But thank you guys, because with that money, it went directly to the Pukey Wall. The Pukey Wall, you remember kids side? Remember like what the gym looked like? So there's the wall that has the Pukey the clown on it. There's a rig there now. So we're very excited. It actually added 2 stations, because as we created the schedule for opening, which we have, 6 o'clock class is problem. And so we have a plan for that, and it gave us 2 more stations. So that was exciting. So thank you guys. And plus, I think it was fun. The WODs were really good, and we will probably use them again. Wanted to tell you, financially, we're floating along fairly. We did get the PPP loan. I think we said this before, with the help of Matt Lilla, with some early mornings with a there I go again, R-rated application, and Aunt Datino, we used Flagship Bank. So that has truly floated us. Really, that's the main source of income we have right now for staff and partial rent and partial utilities. But so I wanted to thank them again, because that federal loan is really like the bee's knees. Gosh, I feel like there was something else. But I'm at 10 minutes, and I went from G-rated to R-rated, or PG, whatever swearing is. Guys, the box is set up. It's almost ready to go. I need like 1 or 2 more days of a bunch of people in, well, our staff in gloves, and I even want the peroxide bottles that are on top of the, what's that thing with a cross on it? Oh, God, first aid box. I want those things cleaned off. I want all the dust off everything. The fans have been cleaned, like everything's cleaned. We're just truly moving boxes, rowers, barbells to stations now. Everything's roped off. It's ready to go. It was sitting ready to go for Monday morning. And yeah, so I guess that's what I'm actually coming to tell you is what I said at the beginning is we still don't know. And I like to apologize for everything, but I'm apologizing for that and I have no control over it. So yeah, I'm gonna sign off now. We miss you guys a lot. Keep the communications coming. We'll keep them going out, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye.